Hi, I'm a dad. I have 5 kids, though they're rarely all together at once. 2 of them have been to college. All of them have completed the 3rd grade. Sometimes a few of us will be in the minivan and I'll say something like, "Hey kids, this song is called Interstate Love Song. It's by Stone Temple Pilots. It was popular when I was in college." Often it seems like they don't really care about nostalgic rock icons like Stone Temple Pilots or Creed or even Phil Collins. Other times I might interject something like, "Hey kids, there's Crown Hill Cemetery. I used to work there." And occasionally one of them will ask, "Dad, how many jobs have you actually had?" I used to say, "At least 30. And then one day, I took the time to recall, count, and record the number of official paying jobs that I have had over the years. The number was higher than 50. I organized them into a spreadsheet, of course, because that's the kind of thing that this dad would do. And then I could tell the kids a specific number, even if I sometimes forgot. Since that list first started, I've recalled at least 10 more jobs that I had for smaller lengths of time that were previously lost to the invisible historical record. So thank Hera for this activity. Where would we be with an incomplete historical record? Anyway, the list starts with a simple cashier position and includes a lot of food service. There's a little manual labor represented, some driving, and lots of talking. I've even held 1 or 2 professional careers that required a college degree. Some ended easily, others concluded hastily, and more than one lasted for a number of years. One of my most favorite and least favorite jobs was actually the same place. I had fun compiling the list and remembering the good times. I also like doing unique things to surprise the kids, like making videos of my dad stuff. Time passed, and this upload your own videos phenomenon continued to persist and evolve. Several times I wished that the kids and I could actually make our own videos instead of just sitting around watching them on 4 different screens in 3 different rooms. Although none of us really seemed to know how to proceed from great idea to pecuniary implementation. And as with many dad speeches, it is possible that they knew I was talking, but nobody was really listening to my words. Right, kids? It's a constant risk of the dad position. So one fateful evening, after watching a 9-minute episode of a 79-year-old man working on dunking a basketball again, I realized that I really could make my own videos. I thought about doing a basketball or sports-focused thing, which I may still do. But then I recalled my recently compiled spreadsheet of jobs and realized that I could make a video about each of those employment experiences and have plenty of content for a year. So I began to plan. And I wrote some short essays and discovered some similarities. I tried to include the reasons why I started each job, to mention where and when the employment occurred, and to recall an interesting anecdote about the job. Then I stated why the job ended and why I left. I think it's a formula with some merit. Eventually, I also added a column or indication of whether or not the company even exists anymore, because a lot of them don't. Also, while we're just introducing things without officially calling this a job video, I will include the fact that I did some babysitting on occasion before I actually held a job that required an I-9 and a W-4. Specifically, I recall working for a lady named Kim who was a secretary in the office at Pike High School when I attended there. She had 2 kids that were about 8 and 10 that I hung out with a few times, probably in 1989. They lived down the street from where I lived, so it was convenient for my dad to drop me off and pick me up when I was done. So on the spreadsheet, that became job number .5, babysitter. So that's the intro. Job list videos to follow. Thanks for watching. Yeah.